What's going on, Stackramers? This is James Ackerman here, and behind the camera is my long-life best mate, Dominic.
Yep, everyone, and this is James Ackerman's 2017 year-end review of 2017 to go ahead.
This is now my 4th year-end review, so let's get it started with the year-end review of 2017.
Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for James Ackerman!
2017 has been an insanely busy year, but absolutely successful at the same time. The first thing, not video, but thing I'm going to talk about is my fastest time to build the 171 cut pyramid, which is recognised by Guinness World Records. My first time I actually got was 1 minute 26.9 seconds, but of course I actually beat that time 2 days ago, as this is November 11th, but over here I actually got a time of 59 seconds, which is absolutely amazing. My first time I got was 1 minute 26.9, but I got a 1 minute 30 in December, but now it stands at 59.1 seconds, and it's been an amazing time. The first video I'll be talking about is Sports Stacking Team UK Qualifying Round 2. This was my first video I uploaded of 2017. The video was filmed on Lewis Hamilton's 32nd birthday, as Dominic stated in his year-end review video. Also during this video, I met Wyndham and Sam for the first time. The two lads have been a fan of my videos for quite some time. According to Wyndham, my appearance in the 2016 Guinness Book of World Records inspired him to get into sports stacking, which really amazed me on how much my feature in the Guinness Book of World Records has that much of an impact with inspiring other people out there that they too can become amazing sports stackers. And other types of amazing people, which I really want to help other people out there how they can find their true talent. Also during this video, I gave Dominic a set of new speed stacks, and he got some really good times, and he got a new cycle record of 23 seconds. So well done, Dom. The next video, which I really desperately wanted to make and get to achieve, is my new cycle record of 5.8 seconds exact. Bloomin' heck! I've been waiting for nearly 2 years for this to happen. Yes, this video was made 22 days after I released my first video of 2017, as I was looking for a job which can keep me busy during my life. After I decided to practice more with my sports stacking, I started getting insanely great cycle times as well as the 333 and the 363 times, and I finally beat 5.805, but only by 0.005 seconds. Less than 4 months later, I finally got my first 5.7, but off tape due to taking a long break from filming videos after recording for 14 to 15 consecutive days. The next video I'll talk about, which I finally got another new record again, but for the 333. Whoa, 167.7, the best on tape. It's very close to my record breaking didn't seem to stop there, and yet I thought the older I got, the slower I would get, but I was wrong there. I was so glad to finally get another new record on tape, but of 1.655. The next video I'll talk about is my second most viewed video for this year of 105s. This video was such a challenge to achieve. I noticed myself getting a lot of 5s. Ever since I got my first 5, I started keeping notes where I would count up how many 5s I can achieve. At first I set a few 5s on tape, but mostly got photos and very short video clips of my 5s I achieved. Once I got 2 5s when making my new cycle record video, I knew I had to keep filming myself getting 5s. With my 90th 5, I wanted to take a break from filming sports stacking videos, but when I got my 91st 5, I got it on tape. And I knew I had to keep filming myself setting 5-second cycles, reaching the 100 mark. When I got my 98th, 99th and 100th 5-second cycles, I didn't think I was going to get my 105 that day, as it took me 2 hours to get my 98th 5. When I got my 99th and 100th 5, it was 10 at night, and even though I was pretty loud when I had set my 100th 5, I'm surprised I didn't get any noise complaints, especially it was a school night, which I don't normally stack after 9 at night, but really wanted to see if I could get my 100th 5, and afterwards I took a break from sports stacking for around a week to 2 weeks. The next video I'll talk about is Team UK qualifying round 3 and great news. The great news in this video was SpeedStacks UK is finally back in stores, as before the previous SpeedStacks UK didn't go so well. So now Jeremy and Sty have taken over SpeedStacks UK. Also they run SpeedStacks tournaments in the UK, which they are doing a grand job. This qualifying video is mainly focusing on the times I got. Also we'll talk about the other Team UK members' times they achieved. Sam managed to set the times he was hoping to achieve, which he did amazing, especially when he got the 6:91.7. Jamie did a fantastic job with getting super fast times, especially when he got 5:65.9 on the cycle, which we were not ready to witness that time being set. Everyone there did superbly. The next video I'll talk about is getting back on track with Update. This was a stage where I started going to work more often, so I had to let everyone know my life is getting busier than usual. I shall not name what jobs I currently work. However, to this day, I'm now working full time, so my upload schedule will not contain as many videos than I uploaded before. I decided to make this video to let everyone know I'm still sports stacking, still getting really good times, still getting 5s, still Acroman. Quote from Dr. Dre on Still DRE. At the time, I was also practicing for the final Team UK Meetup and World 17. The next video I'll commentate on is the video I love, which is the final Team UK Meetup qualifying before Worlds. Also known as collecting the Team UK uniform. So in this video you see me practicing. Also in this video I surprised Dominic that he has been accepted to Team UK. So Dominic and Wyndham are the new Team UK sports stackers, as Dominic's parents have never seen interest with allowing Dominic to compete in the World Championships, as another reason is Dominic's parents don't like the idea of having a holiday focusing on only one member of their family, and where it's all competition based, where you have to wake up early, hanging around in a venue for a whole day, or if Dominic doesn't win and they find it difficult to decide whether Dominic should ever compete in the World Championships or not. Dominic's parents, however, loved the idea of having Dominic accepted to Team UK. They don't mind Dominic competing in local tournaments like Stevenage, for instance, or having meetups. Other than that, in this video, Dominic and myself got our first 11-second time, which both of us were so excited. Also in this video, you see me and Wyndham got our first 8-second time when practicing under tournament conditions, and Dominic was very jealous.
No, I wasn't!
Nah, just kidding. Dominic was cool with it. He said he would be fine with me doing doubles with Wyndham under one condition, which is for me not to say subscribe right now and not to talk about it.
You broke the prize, James!
Calm it, mate! Anyway, let's get to the next video.
And that's my card!
The next video I'll talk about is competition training for Worlds 2017. I thought I'd make a final video before I flew off to Taiwan for the World Sports Stacking Championships. I was really amazed to see how well I did. Pretty much all of the fast times were the fastest times I got in competition trainings. I had a couple of successful competition trainings where I got decent times for all 3 sequences. The next video I'll talk about is my most viewed video for this year with over 1,000 views of my prelims and finals times of the World Sports Stacking Championships this year. I really wanted to get this video released before May, which I managed to do. I did not expect for myself and Wyndham to get fantastic times in the World Championships, especially when I got my first 1.8, which is at the moment the UK record for collegiate, and when I got 234, which is my official best for tournaments. It's not a UK record for collegiate, as Lee currently holds the UK record for the 363 collegiate. Wyndham did superb with his finals times. I was still amazed with the doubles finals we got of 9:13 seconds. This year's World Championships has by far been my best year ever, with 7 podiums, which means top 3 for all the sequences apart from parent-child doubles. Also, many thanks Spektrem for helping Wyndham reach over 100 subscribers. It was great seeing everyone there. Also, congratulations to, my apologies if I get your name wrong, Sumaya or Shamaya, and G-Way for beating me on the 3 sequences. The next video I'll talk about is my 8th radio interview with HCR 104 FM Saturday Sport.
This is Saturday Sports on HCR 104 FM.
A big interview, really, this afternoon. Mr. James Ackerman is back on the show, not on the phone this time, but live in the studio. So we might be having a little go with the speed stacks. We've got a very special guest now live in the studio. He goes by the name of Mr. James Ackerman. James, how you doing?
I'm doing really good, thank you, Isaac.
Wow, 8 interviews! This time I was not being interviewed over the phone. This interview took place in their radio station. It was great seeing Isaac, Matt and Stuart. I know May hasn't been the best month to try and get many videos up, as I've been working big time with one of my part-time jobs, having my aunt over for a week and working with fingernail films on the Positive Result movie. In this radio interview, we were talking about what I've been working on, my Guinness World Record title I set, and how I did in the World Sports Stacking Championships. Also, I was promoting Speed Stacks UK, as they very much deserve the publicity for their hard work with organising the UK tournaments and travelling around the schools in the UK to demonstrate sports stacking to kids. Also, I was talking about the culture Dad and myself experienced in Taiwan, which I'll get more into detail coming up. Wyndham highly deserved a great mention in my radio interview, as he did an outstanding job with the prelims and the finals. It was great getting together with the gang at Saturday Sport, as it had nearly been a year since I went to their radio station for the 3rd interview, as the next 3 interviews were telephone interviews. If you want to check them out, please be sure to go to the 2016 year-end review, so all of you can check them out. The next videos or vlog series I'll be talking about is the World Sports Stacking Championships vlog series. Good morning everyone, welcome to the first day of the World Champ. The series took me some time to get them edited and uploaded to YouTube. Taiwan was a really fascinating country. Taiwan is very different to the UK and other countries. I was really surprised to find out the citizens in Taiwan mostly use mopeds, like how we use cars to travel from place to place. I spotted one person who used a moped on a path, which was risky. But no hate speech intended, as Taiwan was a super fascinating country, especially when we were visiting temples, Taipei 101, a memorial hall and Sijin Island. It was really hot in Taiwan. If I had to choose which part of Taiwan I liked the most, and that location probably has to be Taipei, as there were plenty of food shops which were close to Dad's and my taste, as with Kaohsiung or Daohsiung, we were travelling for miles and miles to find the right food shop, as most of their food shops were selling fish food, which Dad and myself are not keen on. Also outside of our hotel room, in City Hotel Taipei, there was a tennis court which was ran by a school, and that was the first time that has ever happened. During day 2, the morning was really chucking down with rain. I wasn't sure if we were going to get much done that day. We first went to Taipei 101. We didn't go high in a tower as the weather was very grey and miserable. We did check out the piano playing by itself. Also we saw a wine glass chandelier, and we saw little mascots for Taipei 101. Later on, as the weather got brighter and more sunny, we decided to go to Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, and there were other buildings nearby the Memorial Hall. For those who don't know who Chiang Kai-shek is, he was a Chinese military leader. He joined the KMT, which is a Chinese nationalist. For those who want to research more on Chiang Kai-shek, please be sure to search him on Google, and you'll be able to find really interesting facts about him, as there are certain topics about this history I cannot bring up on YouTube, as they are strict nowadays about some certain subjects. However, the rest of the story I can tell you all about is the citizens of Taiwan looked at him as a hero and built a memorial hall in honor of him after his passing. Taiwan citizens look at him very much how us British look at Winston Churchill and how Americans look at Abraham Lincoln. One thing I forgot to mention in the day 2 vlog, which was Dad and myself met up with Lisa and her family outside the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. Lisa is a Team USA sports stacker in the Masters. On day 3, we had a rude awakening at 1:30 in the morning. I didn't record as I was too tired and was pretty frustrated about the situation. Especially we missed breakfast during that day. We went on a gondola to Mao Kong. I was really amazed to see bats fly about during the daytime, as usually they're nighttime creatures. During this day, we visited our first temple in Taiwan before we visited further more temples during day 5. Buddhism is Taiwan's major religion. Most of the other days we were travelling. Also in day 6 of the World Sports Stacking Championships vlog, we got together with Team Switzerland, which we were not expecting. Days 7 and 8 were training sessions. Day 9, of course, was the meet and greet. Days 10 and 11 were prelims and finals. The prelims was such a busy day. Most of you probably could tell by how I mostly used Dad's footage. I still didn't expect to find out I came first in the 333 and 363 and the 363 timed relay. I was beyond amazed to find out both me and Wyndham made it to the finals. The finals vlog mostly focuses on me doing autographs, photos and getting fast times during my finals. Also I included in the part when Coach Ty complimented my fan base name.
There's a young Spektrem, I love that. I tell you what, I was almost going to change my name. That is a cool name.
I gave to my fans. Fun fact, my friend Ariane calls me James Stackerman most of the time. Ariane is my great friend from Da Vinci in the college area. Also I got Dominic featured in my finals and my finale vlog. The last of the vlogs are going around Kaohsiung and flying back to the UK. I was still truly amazed with how well I did in the World Sports Stacking Championships and how well I managed to vlog every day once again during my time in Taiwan. Filming every day is nowhere near easy to attempt, as you need to find something interesting to film every day, which is why I don't do daily vlogs, as I'm working full time and parts of my life can be repetitive. The next video I'm going to talk about, or vlog I'm going to talk about, is my behind the scenes of my first independent short movie of positive result. What's going on, Stackrements? This is James Ackerman. This movie was so much more fun than working on Cyberstalker, as the cast and crew made me feel welcome with giving a try with positive result. I first found out about this from the Comet news website. I read the article about 2 filmmakers from Hertfordshire are looking for extras to act in a couple of scenes in an upcoming short movie, and I was interested in taking part, so I decided to get involved in the nightclub scene. So I messaged the filmmakers on their Facebook page of Fingernail Films. After giving them my details, I received the details of the filming location and what day and time this will be happening, which this took place in Letchworth. I didn't film when I arrived on set, as I wanted to get permission from Andrew and Alistair. The first cast member I was chatting to was Danny Pond, who played as the bartender, so we were talking about which media projects we got involved with. Before we got started in the filming, I went up to Andrew and Alistair whilst they were talking to the cast members what they will be doing, so I asked Andrew and Alistair whereabouts I'm meant to be located, and they unexpectedly placed me with the main character and 2 other stag members. Whilst looking up about Martin Challoner, I was amazed to find out he played as a Cyberman in 3 Doctor Who episodes. Everyone there were great fun to work with, including Bo Anthony, Jack Gunner, Gemma Hussey,
Letitia,
Laura Saxon, and many others. This film was filmed in May of 2017. I promised Andrew and Alistair I won't release the behind the scenes footage until the movie has been released. You can watch this movie on Vimeo, but you have to pay for it. Or if you want to watch it for free, you can watch it on Amazon Prime. Don't watch it if you're under the age of 15 due to violence, strong language and alcohol uses. However, you can watch the trailer if you're under the age of 15, which I will leave the link to the trailer in the description below.
The next video I'm going to be talking about is Queen Mary 2 talent shows and gaining recognition.
Are you all having a great time? Yeah. Some talent on this ship, right? Yeah. Very impressed. Okay. Now, we do have a young gentleman coming onto the stage, and I've forgotten my... Yes, interesting. So we do have a young gentleman called James, who is getting all kitted up with the microphone there, because he does need both of his hands for this act. So inside this book, he is published in here as a sport stacking champion. So he's going to come and show you now what that involves. So while we're setting up, let's welcome him onto the stage. James, everybody.
Hey everyone!
Hi.
This video was filmed during May and June time. The first talent show was unexpected as I had problems with trying to put on a microphone headset, so I had to have one of the entertainment crew members to hold onto the microphone whilst demonstrating my sports stacking skills. Also going on with the shout out Rick Reynolds gave me. Rick Reynolds used to be a Concorde pilot, and we met each other a couple of times before he gave me the shout out. I went to a lot of his lectures, and one of the topics he brought up was about do not give up what you feel you're capable of doing, and I told him my story about not giving up sports stacking and how sports stacking changed my life.
Occasionally you come across an exception, and there's a guy who's sitting down here who's young, he's only 20 years old, and he's a world record holder. He's in the Guinness Book of Records already for his achievement in sport, and if you were in the talent show yesterday you could see him in action. And honestly, if he'd have been at the Royal Court Theatre, everyone would have been, wow. So I talked to James, and he basically, at 20 years old, is doing exactly the same thing as the 4 of us have done to get to where we got to. And so the lovely thing is I can announce that sometimes with the youth of today, they're getting it right.
And then he got me to stand up in front of over 100 people to applaud me, which I still to this day want to thank Rick Reynolds highly. Then came the second talent show. Unfortunately I lost my voice, so I had my dad to play as the role as Penn and my role as Teller, as Penn does all the talking and Teller does all the work with magic. Except sports stacking isn't a magic trick, it's a skill and a sport. The second talent show is my 7th talent show I've taken part in with the Cunard Cruises. Cunard Cruises are honestly the best holidays ever.
The next video I'll be talking about is unboxing the Seong Kim Pros featuring Dominic and getting faster times.
Hi everyone.
What's going on, Stackraments? This is James Ackerman here, and I'm over here with Dominic.
Yep, and look what just received today from the packaging.
Yep, it's the SEK Pros.
The delivery was fairly slow, but the main thing is the Pro Series 2 arrived. Dominic was currently over getting his speed back with his sports stacking skills, and at the same time practicing for the upcoming Team UK Meetup. It took some time to get used to the new Pro Series 2. I still couldn't believe I got 2 5.7 scratch times on tape. However, I already have got my first and only 5.7 time of 5:79.6. I have noticed the logos on the sets do get sticky after being stacked with a lot. Now on to the fast times. I really found it astounding with the speed I was going for with the sets. I would definitely say they are much better than the William Morrell Pro Series 2 and the Black Pro Series 2 by far. I couldn't believe the 5-second times I was getting with the sets.
The next video I'll be talking about is the shortest Team UK meetup since 2014 of July 8th.
This meetup was also on the same day as La Tour de France. I still didn't expect the meetup to have only 3 stackers, myself included. However, it was a really fun meetup. Dominic and Wyndham did really well. Also, what happened at the meetup, Dominic was super close to getting a new cycle record, which was totally unexpected. If you want to see Dominic getting the close scratch, please be sure to check out his video.
The next video I'll be talking about is after a month of no sports stacking.
Can you hear my heartbeat calling?
After the doubles time Dominic and myself achieved, I really struggled to get back on track with sports stacking, as I was really needed for big chores going on during the summer, and at the time I was having to look up for another job to keep myself busy during my life and to make enough money to live independently. However, I managed to get some really good times. I was practicing for the London tournament, which I'll be talking about next.
And the final video I'll be talking about is the London Sports Stacking Tournament.
This tournament went really well. I know the 3v3 and cycle prelims didn't go as planned, as I was facing a shoulder and finger pain at the same time. I got the shoulder pain from attempting to go too fast in my practicing for the London tournament. So unfortunately, this is one of the reasons why I haven't been practicing too much. Other than that, I was mostly the judge, but at the same time, I managed to get fantastic times in the finals, especially when Dad and myself got 16 seconds, when me and Jeannie got 7.95 seconds, which is the first time I ever got a 7-second doubles time in a sanctioned tournament. Also when I got 195, 237, and when I got my first 6.7 in the finals. I know the reaction wasn't that big, but I was super happy about it. Also, Speed Stacking October recorded myself getting my first 6.7 in the tournament. I got second place for overall male stackers, which was totally awesome.
Thank you all so much for watching this year-end review of 2017. I cannot believe it's been 4 year-end reviews now.
You better not say my credit again, James.
Dominic, I'm currently filming and I cannot focus on this because you keep screwing up this chance, and I really want to say that damn quote for once. Sorry about that, Stackrament. Anyway, please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, favourite, share, many more. Subscribe, right?
That's my quote.
Dominic, you are really gonna make me lose my patience if you're gonna act like such a Nah, just kidding, Stackrams. This is all fake, you know, with a fake argument and so on. Anyway, now for real, please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, favourite, share, many more. Oh, Dominic?
Yes?
I think my parents and your parents are needing you in the other room. Something about with the World Sports Stacking Championships? Yeah, keep going. Okay. Now this is my chance. Subscribe right now! Oh crap!
I heard that, James.
You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me, we're invincible.